Good morning,
Morning,
guys.
guys.
Welcome back to the channel. It's a new week. We are still trying to get ready for our next event, Ruffin's Roost, April the 14th. I'll put all the information in the description box. Well, no, it would be
Past.
it would be past, and it's the last one, so it would be useless. But that is the event we are doing this weekend.
Well, right now it's the last one.
Yeah, right now it's the last one. She also did tell us the last one was in the fall, so maybe we'll get another one.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a beautiful property and farmland. It's just really beautiful. We are hopeful, fingers crossed, for good weather. There is rain
On setup day.
which is not ideal, but I'd rather have it on setup day
Than
show day. So that is a good thing. My apologies. We did start without you.
Not much, though.
Not much, though. I will show you what we have done so far and then what we hope to get done today. So first thing we've done is we have all of these like bundles of linens that we had gotten. And so we're trying to open each bundle and see what's in them. This one is like 18 of these lace edge napkins. And then there's like a table runner and some placemats. And then this is like 12 placemats.
I have more because these match these. No, they don't. They're similar.
They're similar. The edging is a little different.
Yeah, a little
Maybe,
bit.
yeah.
Maybe. I think somebody made those.
Yeah, they're really pretty. And then we had this baggie that had 40 napkins in it. So
And pure Irish linen. Look
Yeah.
at this. That's beautiful.
yeah, those are so
I'm
pretty.
confiscating these.
They were so pretty. And then, last but not least, we have these milk glass pieces that we got in an estate sale. They say, let me see if I can get close enough. Authentic Westmoreland milk glass.
You might be able to see it.
Oh yeah, let's see that one. You can see that one. And we're having trouble seeing, like, you hold it up to the light and you see like the ring of fire. Does anybody have any tips on how to make that happen? I did see a TikTok where the girl was at Goodwill and she just held it up to the light and it was there. I could see it with my eye, but I've never been able to see it. We just can't.
We are ring of fire handicapped.
Yeah. Like, maybe it's because this is so thick. I don't know. Maybe it's because she was holding up a plate and it was easier to see. Who knows? But we have these 4 pieces of milk glass and then this really pretty alabaster like riser that we got at the estate sales. We are also still working on this stuff from about here down. All that is priced and ready to go, except this is mine for the center of the table. Ignore that. But all of this is priced and ready to go. I did find these shoes upstairs that were priced from our last show, so we could take those. And then everything outside, I did bring these 2 in and put like florals in them to make them look a little more presentable with this little guy. Thought he was so cute. And then we have our list of things that we hope to get done today, or at least by the end of the week. I did make a little sign for our vintage handkerchiefs, so got to check that off the list.
You
But
also made the banner.
oh yeah, I made this. You can't really see it because it's in a bag, but this little banner made of seed packets for like decoration for our booth at the show. So that is the plan for today. Oh yeah, working on this cute little jacket upcycled from an old quilt. Super darling. Little pocket. Beautiful. We love it.
Still some work.
Yeah, still some work, and the quilt needs some repair work, but it's coming
The quilt
along.
was not new, and it was also not hand done.
Yeah.
And it was
See, it's got some.
people have tried to repair it.
Yeah.
And it's super soft, but in the softness, it's coming apart. So it needs to be repaired. I'll have to hand repair it.
Yeah.
But
It's
I'll
pretty
do that
and
a
it's
little
cute. Yeah. So that's the plan for today. Let's get to work. All right, quick little midday check-in. I think everything is priced.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so. Okay, so we can mark that off the list. But there's still quite a bit of stuff on the list. Finish layout plan. Some of the stuff is like day of. Because we need
setup day.
Yeah, or we need to count our money, figure out if we need change. We have to do our annual report today.
Yeah.
Because we will forget if we don't, because it's due
after this,
Sunday.
Let's go up there and do it.
Wash the tablecloths, charge the square, charge the camera. That's all. Charging the square and charging the camera is all like day of or prior day. Yeah, prior day. We have a bin in the upstairs closet with like signs and stuff and tent stakes and ropes and all that kind of stuff. We need to go up there and see if we need anything out of there. We have 2 extra planters. This one has like a fake flower in it just for display, but we have 2 planters outside. We need to decide if we actually want to get plants and put in there. There's like an Easter piece of artwork upstairs that if we could frame that and get that out there so we don't miss another year of putting it out into the booth. We could do that. The White Owl is having customer appreciation on the 2nd or the 3rd?
1st of May.
Yeah, the first weekend in May. The first Saturday in May. I'm pretty sure we picked up flyers when we were there last.
I put them in the door of the truck.
Okay, so I need to put those in our taped bag. And then we have that table in the big car that needs to be cleaned and taken to the
booth.
So
we need to do that today.
Yeah, that's imperative because we need to put stuff in the car to take to the show. So yeah, that's definitely. So the table, our annual report, and then finishing like the layout and stuff, and then figuring out any of this other extraneous stuff we can get done today. That would be ideal to get done. And because I think that once we pull out all of the items and figure up our layout, and then we can figure out which tablecloths we're taking and then wash those. Because if we take the stretchy ones, I think those are already washed. But if we take the ones that like have the pleats on the side and go straight down to the floor, I think those are the ones in that bag in the garage.
For Ruffin's Roost, I think we prefer the stretchy ones because they don't get on the ground as much. People don't tend to trip over them.
Yeah. We took those flowy ones last year so we could hide the bins under the table. So
I think we could still hide the bins under the table.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trade-off which one we want to use. And then take preview pics, videos, post to social media. That's going to be a day of after we're all set up thing. And I think that's everything on the list. But it's all just like pre-show things we have to do pretty much every time except get that table out of the car. So
but that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. I think we might be good on change.
Yeah, I think so.
But we need to make sure our money that we have matches the money we think we have before we go and use it for change.
We usually only price in dollars so that it's easier to take and make change.
Yeah. All right, so that's what we're going to spend the afternoon doing. And so I guess we'll probably run upstairs and do our annual report, maybe look through that stuff in the closet, and then clean that table, Old English it.
And get the prices on that stuff out there. We've not put we've
priced
it, but
true.
we have not actually physically put the prices on stuff.
Yeah, put the price on that stuff out there, and then we can go to the White Owl.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
It's gonna be a busy day.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get that dusty, you can just dust it out. It's not too bad. But yeah, it looks pretty good.
All right, I didn't get any footage of us actually doing anything, but here is the clothing booth. It looks the same. We didn't really do anything in this booth right now. And all of the work was done over here. So we moved this stuff down a little bit and cleaned up this area and then brought the table in and re-merchandise the table. Then we've got that table. That little corner shelf came in new today. And also this urn came in new today. And this little cherub guy who I really like. And then the rest of the booth pretty much looks the same. We just kind of move things around a little bit. We're gonna take that table and put it back in the storage building because we don't need it anymore. It was just kind of like a stopgap. But that is how the booth is looking. So let's take this to the storage building and then head home and keep working on our list of things to do this week.
When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates.
Morning.
Morning, guys. And just like that, it's Friday.
Yeah.
The week kind of flew by, but we have started packing up. We have, let me show you. We have this bin packed, and we have started packing this bin. This is all of our walls and bags and signs and tent weights and all that kind of stuff. And then we have the rest of this to pack up. And then I have started a pile of artwork and soft goods because we're not going to take that stuff over tonight. It's been raining. It might rain tonight. So just to protect it, make sure it stays okay, we're just going to not take that over till in the morning.
Nothing can go on the ground because it's just going to be too saturated.
Yeah. It rained. It started raining yesterday. It's been raining all night. It rained this morning. So
it's not supposed to rain tomorrow, though.
Yeah. That is.
It'll be pretty and 61. That'll be great weather.
Yeah, that'll be great weather. So let's finish packing all this stuff up and then get the car packed up, everything in the car, and then we can go set up for the vintage market.
Yeah, let's just hope a big wind don't come and they'll find us in Raleigh attached to those tent legs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time we set up for this show, I have nightmares that we're going to go over there in the morning and the tent is just gone. Either a fault of ours or the fault of someone else. Yeah. Wind, anything. Yeah. It's always in the back of our minds, so.
Get your insurance, people.
Let's hope it doesn't happen this year.
Yeah, let's hope.
All right. We'll see you guys later. You can look at the basket and see what you think.
We have this the wrong way. Oh, it's because it's not much. I can move it back further this way.
Okay, I'll do this one then. What?
No, it's not one of the stretchy ones. It's a hanging leg one, right?
No, it's a stretchy.
It's a stretchy.
Yeah. All right, we are all
Here.
set up. Yeah, here, all set up.
The wind is blowing.
Yeah, the wind is blowing. We do have all the walls on, and it feels a little better than it did, and we have quite a bit of weight on each leg. And hopefully it'll die down during the night, and this won't be an issue tomorrow.
Some legs we put 50 pounds on, so
Yeah,
hopefully that will be enough to hold this thing down all night.
hopefully. All right, I'll show you the setup. Along this back wall, we have a 6-foot table and a 4-foot table, and then it's got like a 10-foot tablecloth on it, so it looks like one big table. And then we have our backdrop that says "Old things have a soul, a unique story to tell." I love hanging that up, especially in the spring. We have all of this stuff on this table. We have 2 lamps sitting down here in case the wind blows. We don't want them to get knocked off. We're gonna bring a table and set it here for us to sit at, like a checkout stand. Then we have another 6-foot table over here. All of this stuff needs like all of those linens that we left at home. I'm hesitant about the artwork. I'll show you guys why in a minute. And then over here, we had to bring it in a little bit because we had to put the walls up to go home. But we have this little 4-foot table set up with a lot of the like breakable stuff on it so we can keep an eye on it. And then we have this little teak lounger with the ottoman that we're gonna put in this corner once we take all these walls off in the morning, except for these 2 back walls we leave and that window wall we leave. I was gonna show outside, but I don't want to be weird about it.
You know, it'll be filmy.
No, I don't want to be filmy outside.
But
Maybe
tomorrow-
I can show you through the fence or through the window.
Show through. There's a hole right there. Show them through the hole.
Yeah, you can't see. Hold on, let me stick you through the hole. So usually there's like a ton of vendors here. Like that whole section over there is like full. And there's, so I don't know if more people are setting up in the morning or what's happening, but
People are trickling in though.
and the wind is concerning.
The wind is concerning.
Yeah, people are trickling in, but I don't know.
Some of these people do not have tent weights, and I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, that's also concerning. So hopefully we come back to this in the morning and it's all fine and good and it was a non-issue, but for right now
It was scary.
it's a little concerning. So it'll be a surprise to you in the morning as it is to us. So
Because we may come back and everything be broken and on the ground.
yeah, which would be a bummer, but
Yeah.
it is the risk you take.
It is a
So
risk.
we will see you guys bright and early in the morning for show day.
Jeannie's hangry.
I'm very hungry. I need lunch. I desperately need lunch. So
And it is what, 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock.
oh, no wonder I'm hangry. No wonder. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys.
Morning, everyone.
It is show day.
Hooray.
Yeah, we're already up bright and early. It is 7:22. We have to be there, set up, and cars move by 8:30. So
Yep.
we it takes about 30 minutes to get there. So we're making good time. We've got all the stuff in the back, things we forgot yesterday. Last minute stuff like the square and the money and all that kind of
Soft
stuff.
items that we didn't want to put out there overnight.
Yeah. So a few things of artwork. We scaled back on the artwork because, well, just because.
Well, it's a little wet. There's no place to put anything. You can't set anything on the ground. So
Yeah.
it's
And we have a few of those little hooks that you hook from your tents, but only have a few of those. So we're going to use those for what we have and then take the rest to the booth because, as you know, we do have kind of an artwork situation at the booth.
Yeah, we need it there bad.
Yeah, we need it there bad. So we are going to head on out and finish getting set up for the day. So we will see you guys when we get there.
See you there. I try to control the
It turned out to be a great show. A lot of vendors came this morning and set up. So there were quite a few more vendors than I had anticipated.
It was a really good show.
Yeah, really good show.
Just freezing cold.
Very, very cold. Yeah, a lot of people came by and said, wow, it's unexpectedly cold for North Carolina in mid-April.
I actually had to get a tablecloth and wrap up. I was so cold.
Yeah. But
one girl had a rug.
Yeah, one girl. One girl had a rug. But we did really well, and we sold so well that it usually takes us till 5 o'clock to dismantle everything after this show. And
it took 30 minutes.
Yeah, we were done by 4:30. It's 5 o'clock now. We're already at the parking lot ready to get dinner. So
yeah, we met a couple of you.
Yeah, it was so good to meet you guys.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that.
Yeah. So even if you're at the White Owl, come by and say hello if you see us. We'd love to meet you guys.
And thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, completely. But I guess that is it for this week. Hopefully next week will be a little more chill. Don't know what we're doing, but we'll bring you guys along for
whatever it is.
But
we're going to be resting the first part of the week. But after that, we'll get back to it.
Yeah. We're going to go in here and get some dinner, go home and rest. But we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.